There are specific behaviors that are exclusive to Sigma males due to the fact that they are the rarest breed. Even while some of these routines may appear strange or even odd to outsiders, in the long run, they are what set the Sigma males apart from the rest of the pack. And it is precisely because of this that they are frequently misconstrued. They gave off the impression of being self-sufficient and were able to fulfill their own requirements without relying on anybody else, both of which are qualities that are extremely attractive to women. They have a reputation for being alone, emotionless, and even frigid to others around them. On the other hand, this could not be further from the reality. Simply put, Sigma males are incredibly skilled at covering their true feelings. In point of fact, they frequently feel things more profoundly than other people do, but they have learned to keep their emotions under control. Sigma males are natural leaders, but they frequently choose to exercise their leadership from a more covert stance. They are not the sort of people that seek the limelight or recognition for themselves. They would far rather let their actions speak for themselves than say anything at all. Sigma males are just more at ease sitting on the sidelines and witnessing the action than they are engaging in it themselves, which may give the impression that they are cold or unapproachable to others. Here is a list of 11 strange behaviors that only Sigma males exhibit. Number 1. They are particularly prone to get bored. Sigma males rapidly lose interest in anything that appears to be excessively routine or repetitive. They get restless and agitated if they are required to stay motionless for an extended period of time, since they require consistent stimulation to maintain a sharp intellect. Because of this, they despise idle chatter as well as anything that appears to be shallow. They are completely unable to make effective use of their time by engaging in activities such as discussing the weather or the most recent celebrity gossip. They would much rather have a profound and thought-provoking discussion about a topic that they are deeply enthusiastic about. The fact that Sigma males like gaining new knowledge and broadening their horizons lends credence to the stereotype that they are intellectuals. They are constantly on the lookout for new opportunities to develop intellectually as well as emotionally. There is a possibility that Sigma males will have difficulty watching a lengthy movie or reading a book all the way through, particularly if the story being told is not the kind that holds their interest. They are prone to being sidetracked, and when they do, their brains will roam aimlessly. Because of this, they choose movies or novels that are condensed into a shorter time frame and are simpler to comprehend. They have to be able to assimilate information rapidly and dislike anything that seems to move at a snail's pace. Sigma males are constantly on the lookout for new methods to improve their quality of life. They are never content with taking things as they come and not taking any initiative in their lives. Instead, they are always seeking for new methods to exert their influence and take charge of the situation. Number 2. They could bolt out of a situation without warning. When Sigma males are in the midst of an uninteresting meeting or conference, it is simple for them to leave without being discovered. They are not the kind of people who would cause a disturbance or call attention to themselves in any way. Sigma members just don't see the sense in remaining in a location or circumstance in which they don't feel comfortable, even if their behavior is interpreted as impolite by other people. They would rather not have to defend themselves to anyone for the decisions that they have made and would rather keep to themselves. This practice frequently takes other people by surprise because they have no idea where the individual went or what the person is up to. However, it is not necessary for him to inform others of their every step, particularly when he is required to interrupt them. They would much rather keep to themselves and involve people in a situation only when they believe it to be absolutely necessary. This behavior demonstrates that members of Sigma Xi are autonomous and do not feel the need to comply to cultural norms, despite the fact that there is no guarantee that it will always be the best option. Because of this, they are frequently referred to as lone wolves. Number 3. They are silent until it is absolutely essential. The men of Sigma don't have the compulsion to fill every moment of stillness with pointless conversation. They would rather let their actions speak for themselves, therefore they prefer to not say much. They subscribe to the philosophy that actions speak more clearly than words, and as a result, they are frequently more interested in someone's behavior than in what they say. They are aware that words are simple to utter, however actions are considerably more difficult to feign. This does not imply that they are incapable of speaking, but, in most cases, they will only say what is absolutely necessary. They would rather hear what others have to say than repeat what they have already said, and they are typically the ones who inquire. It is wise to practice restraint at times and let others to do the talking instead. This gives you the opportunity to gather information and find out more about the circumstance. It also gives you the ability to avoid speaking anything that you may come to regret saying later. Sigma is aware of this, and he exploits the power of quiet to his advantage. They are able to gauge when it is appropriate to speak up and when it is best to be quiet. This helps people in many aspects of life, from entrepreneurship to romantic relationships. Number 4. They aren't very good at displaying their feelings or communicating them to other people. Sigma males are not the sort of people that are known for wearing their emotions on their sleeve. They seldom let people in on how they are feeling and tend to bottle up their feelings, preferring to keep them to themselves. This austere appearance might make them look unapproachable or even unpleasant, but the fact is that they really don't see the need to communicate their sentiments with everyone. They are just not comfortable doing so. Sigma males are notoriously reclusive and are more comfortable keeping their ideas to themselves than sharing them. This does not imply that they do not have sentiments. Rather, it means that they do not express their feelings in the same manner that other people do. They are not ruled by their feelings, and they are able to keep a cool head even when confronted with challenging circumstances. Because of this, they are able to make decisions that are rational rather than influenced by their feelings. And even though they might not always exhibit it, they have a profound potential for empathy and conscience, even if they don't always express it. Even though they may not be the kind to exhibit their feelings, those who are going through difficult times can typically count on them to be fast to offer consolation. It's common for people to think of Sigma males as being the strong, quiet type, but just because they don't talk about their emotions doesn't imply they don't have any. Simply said, they are more discriminating about the people with whom they share them. Number 5. They generally choose to engage in alone activities. Activities that provide Sigma males the opportunity to concentrate on their own ideas and ambitions tend to be some of their favorites. Even if they are not always the life of the party, they typically like activities in which they can totally immerse themselves in the action without being interrupted by other people or other things. They are able to enter a flow state, in which they are totally focused on the task at hand and entirely present in the moment. When they are successful in entering this state, they frequently report feeling more creative and productive. There are plenty of things that can be done by oneself, and a significant number of individuals who identify as Sigma value their own company. They could enjoy spending their time reading simple chess, working on a hobby, or going outside to enjoy nature. This does not imply that they dislike being in the company of other people. Rather, it just indicates that they are most at ease when they are not the focus of attention. It's possible that some people may see this as a sign of timidity, but in reality, it's more of a tendency to enjoy one's own company. Number 6. It is mind-boggling to see how well they can read other individuals. Sigma males have a great insight into human nature and are known for their acute observational skills. They frequently have a sixth sense that allows them to detect when something is amiss or when someone is lying. They are not only skilled at understanding verbal clues, but they are also able to recognize nonverbal signs that others might overlook. This gives them an advantage over others. This gives them the ability to comprehend an individual's true nature. They are able to readily see past the person's mask and reach to the bottom of what that person is truly thinking or feeling, even if they are unable to express it directly. Sigma males can detect a pretender from a distance of 1 mile or more. You might be able to trick some individuals, but not a Sigma. They are able to see straight through your antics and are aware of what you are really up to. They benefit in many aspects of their lives from being able to read others thanks to this skill. It enables people to build more meaningful connections, have a deeper understanding of difficult circumstances, and arrive at more sound conclusions. In addition to this, it aids them in identifying possible issues in advance, which provides a competitive advantage during negotiations. Number 7. Curiosity is something that is always present in them. Sigma males never stop questioning things and have trouble accepting anything on its face as it is presented. Others, on the other hand, may be content to just adhere to the norms or maintain the status quo without requiring them to provide any evidence before they are prepared to believe anything. Yet, some of them require it. Sigma males have a constant desire to know why things are the way they are, and if the explanation doesn't satisfy them, they won't be hesitant to speak their minds or act in a manner that is contrary to popular opinion. Because of this pattern, individuals frequently find themselves in precarious situations because they persistently argue with those in positions of authority or power. Because Sigma males are naturally inquisitive, they had a difficult time accepting anything without first learning the full backstory. This leads individuals to frequently have doubts about the reliability of other people, particularly if they have only recently become acquainted with them. They are slow to trust others and want clear evidence that a person is sincere before they will feel comfortable letting down their guard and letting their guard down. This is due to the fact that they have been hurt in the past by individuals who weren't as honest as they appeared, which is why they prefer to maintain their distance until they are certain that they can trust someone. They are not easily duped by anyone, regardless of how charming or convincing they are. They have a high level of discernment. Number 8. They don't mind spending time alone themselves at all. Males of the Sigma species are known for their independence and unflappable ability to enjoy time spent alone. They do not require the company of people in order to experience joy or satisfaction. This is one of the primary reasons why many people consider them to be lones. Sigma males take pleasure in having time to themselves, in contrast to others who, when left alone, may experience uncomfortable feelings like as restlessness or boredom. They may choose to meditate on their life, engage in personal development activities, or simply unwind and rest at this time. Being alone themselves affords them the opportunity to revitalize themselves and be ready for conversations with other people. Additionally, it is a moment when people are able to be totally truthful with themselves without the influence of the opinions of others clouding their judgment. Since Sigma males don't feel the need to be in a relationship only for the purpose of having one, they are completely content with not having a romantic partner in their lives. They would prefer to be patient and wait for the ideal partner to come along as opposed to settle for someone who isn't a suitable match for them. They continue to pursue their own interests, even when they are in a relationship with another person. They don't let the fact that their spouse doesn't share their hobbies or interests convince them to give up those things entirely. Number 9. Compliments aren't always well received by them. Sigma males are not the sort of people who are always looking for approval from others. They are self-assured and do not require the input of others in order to determine whether or not they are succeeding. In point of fact, they tend to avoid praises since they have the misconception that they aren't in need of them. Compliments are frequently given without the intention of being honest in today's culture. Compliments are frequently offered with the sole purpose of elevating the recipient's mood or gaining something in return. The phony flat fails to impress Sigma males because they are able to see right through it. This does not imply that members of Sigma like praises. Nonetheless, they do give more weight to sincere comments. What makes them happy is when other people pay attention to what they have to say and take their recommendations to heart. It is appropriate to congratulate a colleague every once in a while, but you should be sure that your remark is genuine. They would rather have a small group of really close friends than a large group of casual acquaintances because they value quality over quantity. When you congratulate an individual an excessive amount, it is possible that they may stop believing any of your compliments. Number 10. They have a creative mind that is quite active. The brains of Sigma males are often quite busy, and they are always thinking about something. They are frequently discovered daydreaming or engaged in a heated argument. This is due to the fact that kids have active imaginations and are continuously searching for new methods to experiment with their creativity. They make an effort to view the world in novel and original ways. Sigma males, on the other hand, frequently have no issue imagining things that do not exist, in contrast to certain people who are unable to conceive anything other than what is immediately in front of them. They have the ability to recognize patterns and connections when others just cannot see them. The imaginative capabilities of Sigma males are put to good use, despite the fact that this trait is held in low regard by some. They are consistently developing original concepts and novel strategies for making things better. The Sigma male's creative ability is one of the most precious talents he possesses. Because of this, they are able to look at problems from a unique angle and provide original answers as a result of their ability. In addition to this, it enables them to think creatively and to recognize opportunities where others would not. They have a deep and complex inner life, and they are constantly seeking for novel methods to express who they are. One of the most distinguishing characteristics of the Sigma is their creative capacity. Number 11. They want to feel as though they have some influence on the world around them. They have a high level of sensitivity to their surroundings and frequently choose to exercise authority over their immediate environment. They are uncomfortable when things are not in their environment's proper position because they prefer to be able to control it to fit their demands. Due to the fact that they have such a strong desire for control, it is not uncommon for them to be mistaken for perfectionists, whilst other individuals can tolerate a certain amount of disorder. The ideal environment for a Sigma male is one that is uncluttered and well kept. This is due to the fact that when their surroundings are in order, individuals have an easier time concentrating. It is easier for someone to become distracted and lose focus on the work at hand when the environment around them is congested and disorganized. When it comes to other people, Sigma males have a tendency to be quite careful about the company that they maintain. As a result, they frequently take pains to ensure that their environment is clean and devoid of clutter. They would rather surround themselves with people who share their ideals and are able to conduct talks that have deeper significance. They don't bother wasting their time with connections that are only skin deep. They may have a smaller circle of friends, but the connections that they do have are typically considerably more profound and significant.
Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And do share with your friends so we may continue to create them. To see more videos like this, subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Additionally, make sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching.